Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday morning, the 21st. Actually, my sister's birthday today. I got to give her a call. Remind me. Um, it is LTS week, so we're kind of gearing up for the LTS. So I got something really special planned. I hope it works out. I got to practice today and tomorrow. Make sure that I can do what I think I can do. But I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. My wife's helping me on this one big time. So don't forget, it's Saturday the 24th, September 24th, 8 a.m. Our time, Arizona time, from 8 to 9. That's when we'll be broadcasting on Facebook Live. And for those of you that aren't doing the Facebook thing, I get it, I understand. We'll be posting it later on, by the end of the weekend. We'll be posting it on Facebook. Or excuse me, on YouTube. But hope you can join us live because we love the questions and answers at the end. That's always our favorite part. So anyway, hope to see you guys there. I want to reiterate again, when you contact me and you want to send me a message or a question or whatever, please do it through my email. That is the best way to get a hold of me. My email's in the description below, just like always. But what I'm finding is that there are so many different places that people are leaving messages and comments and stuff. And I've got so much, you guys don't see it, but I spend about 2 hours a day answering questions and responding to emails. And there's so many different places that people are leaving messages through Facebook and all these different places that sometimes they kind of get lost in the shuffle. So the best way, the fastest way to get a response from me and answer your question or leave a comment that I'll see is either just comments on YouTube, not the messages through YouTube, but just comments on YouTube or directly to my email, eric@makeawoodsign.com. Those are really the best way to get to me right away. So I want to kind of try and get that, pound that message home as much as I can. Because I found another message this morning that was like a month old, and it was in one of the messaging things in YouTube. It wasn't in the comments. And that drives me nuts, thinking that there's somebody out there that I'm not answering their questions and helping them when that's what I really love to do. So please email me direct. Okay, so on to the questions. First question is from Dan. I think it's Cottrell. Sorry, Dan, if I got that wrong. I enjoy your YouTube videos and I'm a subscriber. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. The small DeWalt router you use in the sign carving, I noticed that you modified it and have opened up the backside and the base, also cut out the bottom of the base so it's open. Why has the bottom of the base been opened up as well as the backside? Is that to make it easier to see the letter outlines? Well, absolutely, Dan. That's exactly why we do it. So what he's talking about is this is our modified base on our little DeWalt. So this comes, as many of you know, this comes with it solid. We drill a hole and we open up the back side to allow sawdust to escape. I don't think you need to. I think they can see it just fine, babe. And so and this base plate is what we make. It's one of the things that we make. So we've opened up the hole here. That one of the reasons that we do it out of clear acrylic is so you can see. So you can see either through the hole or you can see through the clear acrylic, and it gives you a nice wide holding pattern with these handles. It works. Dad's design on this thing is just awesome. So the hole, so if you guys are making your own base plates, which I know many of you do, this hole that we've cut in here is 1.5 inches. But you could probably do a 2-inch hole even if you want to open up even more. This 1.5 inch hole works just fine for me. But yeah, to answer your question, Dan, and I've already answered you, but in case any of you others were wondering, that's the reason we open this up. It really is just for being able to see what's going on underneath there. So that's the reason why. And flies are starting to show up. We've got a little rain today, so the flies have been kind of diminished. So we decided to come back outside, and there's no huge bright sunshine. So we've been raining for, I don't know. It started raining last night. Anyway, so that's hope that helps any of you guys that were wondering. Second question is from Dan. Let's just say Dan S, because I don't want to butcher his last name. Oh, this fly. Okay, I'll be doing signs for family members' boats. I know teak is used in boating a lot. Is there any other woods that will hold up as well? How hard would teak be on bits? Okay, so let's talk about teak for a minute. I've only carved teak a couple times, and it was way back, probably 30 years ago. We learned pretty fast that teak, as in some other woods, I'm glad I'm wearing a black hat, so if they land on it. Teak, and I did some research on this. Dad told me early on, and this is literally when I was a kid, Dad told me that teak was terrible on router bits, but back then we were using mostly steel, but even carbide would be probably the same thing. That teak has little minute grains of sand in it, and just because it's coming from the South Pacific or the different places, Malaysia, I think it comes from a lot of different places, but because of that, it's terrible. It's horrible on router bits. So I don't use teak. It might carve just fine, but it's going to go through your router bits. My assumption is that not much has changed. And I went and actually did a Wikipedia search on it, and it's got what they call silica in it. To me, that sounds like sand. I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a chemist. But my hunch is silica, and it said right there, in fact, the quote in Wikipedia said, blunting on edge tools is common because of the silica within the wood itself. To me, it would be kind of like if you can imagine, and unfortunately I've done this, is run a board through a planer that's got a little piece of gravel or a little rock in it. In case you don't know, that's bad on your planer blades. You'll end up with a groove. That's kind of a bigger version of what silica is in teak, but I think it's going to be really tough on your router bits. So teak is awesome. I mean, it's beautiful, and that's, it's super hard, and that's, there's a reason that they use it for most boating. But my hunch is when they're not hand routing this stuff much as far as making signs out of it. I think they're cutting it, and I'm sure that they go through a lot of carbide router saw blades when they're cutting it for decking or railing or that kind of thing in boat making and the furniture and stuff. It's beautiful stuff, and so you can use it if you want to, but just be aware that you're going to probably go through a lot of router bits. That's my take on teak. And again, you can research this stuff. Go to Wikipedia. That's what I did this morning, because I wanted to confirm that what Dad had told me back when I was a kid, that it had sand in it. And anytime you get a wood that's got that kind of deal, it might be really tough on router bits. So anyway, that's my take on teak. Wow, my take on teak.
Good
hey,
job.
Look at that. All right, sign carvers of the day. Here we go. And we got a new tripod, by the way, guys. And we went from a system where with our camera and tripod weighed maybe 4 pounds. Now it's probably 20 pounds. This tripod we got it's a brute, man. It's massive. And the camera is like 3 or 4 times the size. So kudos to my lovely wife for dealing with this big monstrosity. I just get to goof around in front of the camera. All right, so sign carvers of the day.
Up a little bit.
Oh, up. That's right.
Cover your face.
All right.
Stop it.
You done?
All right, so talk about the sign.
All right, great looking sign here. I'm going to take it away just for a second. Roy, that's what I thought. Roy Smith, first commercial sign. Holy moly, Roy. Looks like a ton of work. Way more than I would want to do. You probably have 10 hours. I don't even know, but I would imagine just the painting situation you'd have, in double digits in hours. That's a lot of work. It looks fantastic. Really, really good for your first commercial sign. That's quite a deal there. Great job, Roy. Sign carver of the day. And another appearance by Andy Earl. I love this stuff that Andy does. I see my wife's confusion with that top line.
It must be some...
I think he told me, because I asked him, but it's been a while. I think he told me it kind of translates to what the bottom line says. Yeah. And that's like a Spartan helmet kind of thing. Love that movie 300. But great job, buddy. Great job. I love it. I'm surprised it's not on a round, though. You really like doing the rounds, but you went square on this one. Looks good, man. Great job, Andy. Sign carver of the day. Again, I don't know. He might be the most prolific sign carver of the day. He just keeps sending me pictures. So anyway, we got a huge stack of sign carvers of the day. You guys just keep impressing me. Like, man, I need to raise my game, and I'm working on it. I'm trying. You guys are pushing me. Okay, so I think that's it. Everybody.
LTS.
Yeah, don't forget the LTS. No video on Friday. We never do a video on Friday the day before the LTS just because I'm pretty much, wigged out just trying to get ready for the LTS. So I hope you guys can join us. If not, you'll see it on YouTube by the end of the weekend. And if everything goes right, hopefully, and I can do my job. Hope everybody has a great week. Happy birthday to all the birthday people out there, including my sister, who never watches these, so it doesn't matter. She doesn't know. Anyway, we will see you guys on Saturday morning. Oh, by the way, just a deal. I've been getting some messages like, where's Dave's thought of the day? So Dave's email address is dave@davesigns.com. Give him an email. Let him know. He has no idea I'm doing this. I just thought off the top of my head. So if you guys want to see more of the Dave's thought of the day, send him an email. Ooh, yeah, I love it. Anyway, okay, guys, we'll see you guys on Saturday morning.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe us. Thumbs up if this was of value to you. If you give us a thumbs down, I'm going to hunt you down. No, I'm just kidding. I hope we don't get any thumbs
He's
down.
He's in a mood today.
That drives me nuts when I get a thumbs down. It makes me crazy. Anyway, but I know that's part of the deal. So keep sending those questions in, and we'll see you guys on Saturday morning. I'm rambling now. Bye, guys.